Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Salutations to you brothers that's out there doing the work in truth and in sincerity. This is Revelations 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with the clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, Tawab. All right, so reincarnation is a big part of the mysteries revealed to the saints. It's also a huge part of understanding the scriptures and understanding the truth. Revelations 1 and 7 is depicting Yahawashi's second coming. All right, and the men that pierced him in this scripture lived over 2,000 years ago. So how are they able to basically see Yahawashi in his second coming? All right, you guessed it, reincarnation. All right. On more than one occasion, we understand that, men, the Bible expressly, clearly expresses that men come back in the flesh. All right. So one of these examples is Daniel 12 and 13. All right. And this is, Daniel. All right. But go thou thy way to the NB, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of the days. The end of the days is basically talking about the latter times. These are the end days. All right. So in other words, it's saying he shall rest. Rest is synonymous with sleep. Sleep synonymous with death. All right. He shall stand in his lot. Basically, what it's saying is, going to the word lot, okay, a portion of life. All right. So Daniel, we're being told Daniel has a portion of life in the end times. OK. It also said with John the Revelator that he shall prophesy in front of many nations and kindreds. All right. With all that wisdom, get understanding. OK. And that's what the Lord has revealed to the elect. OK. To further understand the truth and what, the scriptures is about. All right. So my next scripture, okay, is Ecclesiastes 1 and 4. All right. So keep in mind, this would mean these men, they have to be here on earth. Okay. Daniel has to be here on earth. It's that simple. Ecclesiastes 1 and 4. One generation passeth away and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. All right. So generations come and they go. Okay. Verse 9. Not only do they come and go. All right. But those that will furthermore or moreover, the souls of the past, which I'll read it, they come back in the flesh. All right. So Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, it says, the thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It had been already of old time, which was before us. There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. All right. So those that come after are the same spirits. All right. So those things that have been, all right, it is that which shall be. So those spirits of the past, those are the spirits that shall be in the future. Okay. So my next scripture is 2nd Esdras chapter 4. And hopefully I can sum this up to you in the easiest way possible. 2nd Esdras chapter 4 verses 37. By measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times. And he doth not move nor stir them until the said measures be fulfilled. Then answered I and said, O Lord, that bearest rule, even we all are full of impiety or impiety. And for our sakes, peradventure, it is that the floors of the righteous are not filled. because of the sins of them that dwell upon the earth. All right. So he answered me and said, go thy way to a woman with child. So in other words, basically, what Ezra is saying is that there's more wicked people on the earth than there is righteous. All right. So there's more wicked people on the earth than there is righteous. OK. Verse 40, it says, so he answered me and said, go thy way to a woman with child and ask of her when she hath fulfilled her 9 months, if her womb may keep the birth any longer within her. All right. So when you read verse 40, it's alluding to the souls. OK, which is going to go into. It says, then said I, no, Lord, that can she not. And he said unto me, in the grave, the chambers of souls are like the womb of a woman. You see? So eventually, for like as a woman that travaileth maketh haste to escape the necessity of the travail, even so do these places haste to deliver those things that are committed unto them. All right. So those places are what? Well, the things that committed unto them are the souls. OK. From the beginning. So the souls haste fast what? To come back on earth. It's plain and simple. From the beginning, look what thou desirest to see. It shall be shewed thee. Then answered I and said, if I have found favor in thy sight, and if it be possible, and if it be meet, therefore, shew me then whether there be more to come than is past, or more past than is to come. What is past I know, but what is for to come I know not. And he said unto me, stand up upon the right side, and I shall expound the similitude unto thee. Okay. So basically, he's inquiring, is there more people now than there were in the past? Okay. And they are. Now you have the biggest number of human beings that ever were on the earth, because these souls are being brought back for their judgment. All right. And that's simple. Okay. Because let me see if I can get a little bit more from here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's a parable. So understand the parable is basically talking about the souls that are in the spiritual realm. Okay, let's keep that in mind. It says, so it's like it. So I stood and saw, and behold, and hot burning oven passed by before me. And it happened that when the flame was gone by, I looked, and behold, the smoke remained still. After this, there passed by before me a watery cloud, and sent down much rain with a storm. And when the storming rain was past, the drops remained still. Then said he unto me, consider with thyself, as the rain is more than the drops, and as the fire is greater than the smoke, but the drops and the smoke remain behind. All right. So the quantity which is past did more exceed. All right. So, yeah, standard correction. All right. So, but still, there's more people on the earth now than there ever was in the past. All right. So then I prayed and said, may I live, thinkest thou, until that time? All right. Or what shall happen in those days? He answered me and said, as for the tokens whereof thou askest me, I may tell thee of them in part. But as touching thy life, I am not sent to shew thee, for I do not know it. All right. So next scripture. All right. So 2 Ezra 14:35. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. And then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. Okay. And that's pretty simple. All right. So you die. And when you come back, when you live out your life or your lot, which is your portion of life, you're judged. All right. Okay. That's why the scriptures say who being innocent, basically ever pass away, or who pass away ever being innocent, roughly paraphrasing. All right. So nobody dies innocent, because really, when you come back in the flesh, whatever you've done in your past life, you get judged for it in your future life. OK. And that's plain as day. All right. It's plain as day. So there's a few accounts, dealing with Revelations 1 and 7. You had basically the 2/3, come up against Yahawashi. In fact, they called for his they called for him to be killed on the cross. OK. And within that, that time frame, or, during the last moments of his life, they cursed their seed, and I'm gonna just get the point. I'm not gonna read the story. You can read it yourself, because I'm sure you brothers have went through it. All right, so Matthew 27 and 22. Well, yeah, I started 22. I'll read it. All right. Pilate said unto them, what shall I do then with Yahawashi, which is called the anointed? They all say unto him, let him be crucified. And the governor said, why? What evil hath he done? But they cried out the more, saying, let him be crucified. When Pilate saw that he could prevail nothing, but that rather a tumult was made, he took water and washed his hands before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the blood of this just person. See ye to it. Then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us and on our children. All right. Which are the 2/3. OK. Because they're back in the reincarnation. OK. Next scripture. John Salakia chapter 9 verses 1. You know what? I'm gonna just read the point on here. OK. This is what Yahawashi says after this is what Yahawashi says after right when Pilate sent him away to get crucified. Salakia. So this is John chapter 9, Salakia. All right, so Salakia, it was John 19. And I'm going to hit the point, okay? This is after, okay? I'll just start at 10. It says, then said Pilate unto him, speakest thou not unto me? Knowest thou not that I have power to crucify thee, and have power to release thee? Yahawashi answered, thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it were given thee from above. Therefore he that delivered me unto thee had the greater sin. All right. And we know that's the 2/3 whom the chief priests have cursed. They cursed their own seed. OK. And that curse. All right. That curse is the judgment and wrath of Yahawashi. All right. So let me go ahead and get these last scriptures and I'm going to close out. This is Sirach chapter 41, verses 9. And if ye be born, ye shall be born to a curse. And if you die, a curse shall be your portion. All right. And that's to basically, it's like 41, read verse 10. All right, verse 10, it says, all that are of the earth shall turn to the earth again. So the ungodly shall go from a curse to destruction. All right. All in that order. So it's saying the same thing that Second Edges, pretty much 14 and 35 was saying, you know, because, hey, man, you die, you come back. And a lot of you died, you coming back to inherit a curse, man. All right. A lot of it, mainly you 2/3 are going to be sorrowful and shameful for what you've done to the Lord, man. Scriptures talk about everlasting shame. Okay. Content. All right. Now get that really quick. Salakia. All right. So Daniel 12 and 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life and some to shame and everlasting content. All right. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. Okay. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. All right. And that's why, and still to this day, it's still closed to some. All right. Because only the Lord was able to open up the seals on the book, according to Revelations. Okay. And he revealed it pretty much to his saints, man. You know, he revealed it to his chosen. Okay. He revealed the mysteries. All right. Because he had them. So this is Romans 11 and 7. All right. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So if you can't see reincarnation in the scriptures after these basic scriptures, then you just don't see it. And with that, I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahawashi, Hashem, Rakak, Kodash, double honors to the apostles, and those that great millstone. And Shalom.